This is Adam, and he suffers from gout. Try Urol. It helps to prevent crystallization of uric acid crystals in gout therapy. Urol, effective urinary alkalinizer for gout.
Hello, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. Attorney General Idrus Harun has rejected calls for the prosecution to review all criminal charges against PN leaders. He stressed that the AGC acted independently and said that there were no reasonable grounds or justification to re-examine all cases that have been charged in court. Attorney General Idrus Harun has rejected Opposition Chief Hamzah Zainudin's call for the prosecution to review all criminal charges against Perikatan Nasional leaders following the acquittal of Muhyiddin Yassin yesterday. In a statement, Idrus said that there was no basis for the Attorney General's chambers to review the cases. The AG also refuted allegations that the department had acted under any political influence, stressing that the AGC is an independent and professional body. Idrus said that the AGC decides to charge a suspect after thoroughly examining and considering all evidence presented by the relevant law enforcement agencies according to the relevant laws. He added that there is no political influence or pressure involved in the AGC's decision to initiate prosecution. He added that the AGC has always acted independently, is professional and follow all procedures that are in place when pressing charges against any individual. Idrus also stressed that the AGC takes serious statements that can taint the department's credibility and urges all parties to refrain from suggesting they have been compromised. The Kuala Lumpur High Court yesterday quashed 4 power abuse charges against former Prime Minister Muhyiddin, who is also PN chairperson. Following this, Hamzah, who is PN's Secretary General, issued a statement calling on the AGC to review all criminal cases brought against the coalition's leaders. Meanwhile, Bersatu has reiterated their call for the AGC to withdraw their appeal against Muhyiddin. They also questioned the rush in filing the appeal against his acquittal. Bersatu's Legal and Constitution Bureau today has urged the Attorney General's chambers to withdraw its appeal against the Kuala Lumpur High Court's decision to acquit Muhyiddin Yassin. The Bureau Deputy Chairperson Sasha Laina Abdulatif stated that the court's ruling during the early stage of the case showed that they were flimsy charges. She also slammed Attorney General Idrus Harun's decision to appeal against the court decision on the very same day and claimed that the AG was practicing double standards. In a statement, Sasha Laina also questioned why the AG filed the appeal without considering the justification given by the court, which was that a political party does not fall into the category or meaning of organization or associate under the MACC Act. She also claimed the case was brought under political malice and compared it to the case against Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, which she described as having progressed at a snail's pace. Sasha Laina also criticized Idrus's statement for pointing out that 3 other criminal charges still stand against Muhyiddin and said that it was not his duty to do so. She further claimed that the 3 other charges against Muhyiddin are baseless without the charges which were struck out yesterday. Yesterday, the Kuala Lumpur High Court allowed Muhyiddin's striking out application against 3 power abuse charges linked to the Jana Wibawa program. Judge Muhammad Jamil Hussain ruled that the charges were defective and inconsistent with the Criminal Procedure Code. Jasmine Liu is still being detained to help police in their investigations into 1MDB. This is according to the IGP, who said that police expect to seize many assets after this. Police expect to seize various assets that belong to Jasmine Liu Aiswan, an associate of fugitive businessperson Lo Tek Jo, who is better known as Jo Lo. This is according to Inspector General of Police Razaruddin Hussain. Utusan Malaysia quoted the IGP as saying that Jasmine Liu, who is allegedly involved in the 1MDB scandal, is still being detained and that she has been cooperative. He said the Commercial Crime Investigation Department is investigating Lu under the Anti-Money Laundering and Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001. He added that Lu's arrest will be able to assist police in their investigations into 1MDB, and they may need to hold the lawyer longer until they can complete the investigations before handing her over to the MACC. He said police also expect to seize many assets after this. Lu, a law graduate, was one of the suspects wanted by authorities to facilitate the corruption probe in 1MDB. Authorities, however, had not been successful to locate her until July 7th when they picked her up at a location in Kuala Lumpur. She is the second associate of Jolo to be arrested by Malaysian authorities.
We are often faced with nutrient deficiency needed for our body. This is why I choose G-Sure. G-Sure is the first plant-based and complete nutrition drink that helps to improve the immune system and strengthen our bodies. It has to be Good Morning G-Sure.
PAC Chairperson Mas Ermiati wants the government to create a mechanism to ensure that former civil servants attend PAC hearings. She said the PAC will also name witnesses who refuse to attend. Public Accounts Committee Chairperson Mas Ermiati Samsudin said the PAC will name witnesses who refuse to attend its hearings, especially former top civil servants. In a statement today, she said it was necessary to ensure the public was informed of issues it was investigating and the non-compliance of former government officials. Elaborating, Mas Ermiati said former government officials are often needed for PAC hearings because only they can explain issues that came up during the time. She added that the refusal of former controlling officers or chief secretaries to attend PAC proceedings is an offence under Section 9(a) of the Houses of Parliament Privileges and Powers Act 1952. She said it also gives the impression that they have something to hide. Mas Ermiati also urged the government to create a mechanism that will ensure that former ministerial controlling officers or chief secretaries will attend PAC hearings. She said the PAC proceedings are the best platform for them to explain issues raised by the National Audit Department. The PAC is a bipartisan body that investigates government finances. Last year, the PAC investigation on the littoral combat ship issue led to several executive decisions to ensure greater transparency and accountability on the controversial project. Rizal Merican is staying positive after not being picked to represent BN in the Penang state government. He stressed that he is still a party man and would play the part of a strong, active backbencher for the government. Former Minister Rizal Merican Naina Merican said he is not disappointed on not being picked to represent BN in the Penang state government. When asked for comments following the announcement of the state exco lineup today, Rizal said that he has already been a minister and a deputy minister before this. He told Malaysia Kini that when people are given tasks, responsibilities, then as such as you needed them to support you last time, we must also support that person now. He added that he was a party man and would abide by orders. He said as a backbencher, he is ready to assist the state government in whatever way possible. Rizal is one of two BN candidates who won seats in Penang during Saturday's state election. The other winning candidate, Sungai Aceh Assemblyperson Rashidi Zinol, was sworn in as a Penang Exco member today. Previously, there was speculation that Rizal could be picked as Deputy Chief Minister. This morning, PKR's Batu Maung Assemblyperson Muhammad Abdul Hamid was given the Deputy Chief Minister 1 position. Meanwhile, DAP's Jagdeep Singh Dio was sworn in as Penang Deputy Chief Minister 2, succeeding three-term Representative P. Ramazami, who quit DAP after being left out of the candidates' lineup for the recently concluded state election. A beam from a building fell down and damaged several vehicles in Kuchai Lama last night. Police said there were no official reports of injuries and no fatalities in the incident. Several vehicles were damaged after a portion of a commercial building in Kuchai Lama, Kuala Lumpur collapsed last night. The building is Block A of the Sri Desa Entrepreneurs Park, where Seputeh MP Teresa Cox's service centre is located. According to Brickfield's District Police Chief Ami Hizam Abdul Shukur, police received a report of the incident at around 10:40 p.m. He said they found that a beam of the 5-story building had fallen and damaged the buildings below, but no one was trapped underneath. He added that checks had been carried out and confirmed that no victims were involved.
Kami telah mengambil langkah awalan untuk menutup tempat ini dan mengalihkan apa-apa yang patutlah, sementara nak menunggu laporan daripada pihak berkuasa yang lain mengenai keselamatan bangunan ini. Jadi kami meminta orang ramai untuk menjauhi kawasan ini dan jangan menimbulkan apa-apa spekulasi kerana kami belum dapat butiran jelas apa punca kejadian pada malam ini.
Meanwhile, when met at the scene last night, Cox said she and her staff had already left her service centre, which is located on the 4th floor, before the incident occurred. While there are yet to be any official reports of injuries, Cox told reporters that she was informed several victims had gone to a nearby clinic to seek treatment for their injuries. She also denied a media report that the incident was caused by renovation works at her office.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.